Have a beautiful time.
What is going on, everybody? What's up, folks? Just making sure everything is running smoothly, and we are good. What is up? Let me switch to this screen. Bam! There we go. All right. What's poppin', everybody? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hope you all enjoyed the Super Bowl. I don't know if it's still going on. I don't really pay attention to that, but yeah. Hope everyone's having a good time. Bryson, welcome in. Subjetto, good to see you as well. What is up, everybody? Hello. Yeah, hope you all had a fantastic weekend, or are currently having a fantastic weekend. Welcome in. How's everyone doing tonight? Oh. Oh, that's right. I forgot we have the Poke Catch going. I forgot all about the Poke Catch. Let me go ahead and get that. Boom. I don't know if I have any Pokeballs, but I'll do it. Let's see here. Perfect. Exclamation V, exclamation all, and then X. Perfect. All right. Well, shoot. Let's get into it, I guess. I was waiting to see if anybody wanted to chime in on how their weekend was, but it's all good. It's all good. So let's roll here. We got, let me pull this open. What do we got going on for today? Not a lot of gaming news this week, to be quite honest with you, but I'm going to cover what we had. We'll talk about it. We'll see what's up. You know, you never know how long one topic could end up taking. Yeah. Of course, I'd like to start off with the Nintendo Direct. Hey, there's E. What's going on? How are you tonight? Got every man in here wishing. What's up? How are you? No one caught it? Damn. I never catch nothing. What's up, Sandy? Good to see you. Welcome in. Another fellow Hovernaut, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome in. How's your weekend?
Bye. Have a beautiful time. Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Subjetto, Service Stop, G-Beast, if you're all lurking, I appreciate the lurks. Thank you so much. So yeah, we were just ooh, my weekend is over. It's Monday here. Oh, dang, suck working. Dang, where my ass are you at? I'm on the East Coast. I'm in the States. Eastern time zone. I think my headphones are just a little tangled. That's okay. Oh, no, there they go. They're perfect. They're fine. Australia. Nice. Very nice. That's fantastic. Working on stuffs. Okay, okay. Good evening, Subjetto. Good to see you. Welcome in. How's your weekend? Very cool, very cool. Working on some stuffs. Well, after I'm done with the podcast, if you need help with some stuffs, you let me know. Can always try to do some
Bye.
things.
Have a beautiful time.
Oh, Nightbot's still here. All right, so yeah, so the Nintendo Direct. I don't know what are anyone's thoughts on it. I don't think you'll be done before I start. Oh, word. Oh, that's right. You're gonna go live. Well, depending on how late you go, because I don't really sleep, so we'll see. So some of the games that were announced were Fire Emblem Three Hopes, which is going to be like a warrior style game, which is kind of like that Hyrule Warriors game I played a while back. Some of you might be familiar with it. They announced a Chrono Cross like HD like improvement. I don't really know if it's a remake, but that's pretty interesting. We got No Man's Sky coming. Mario Strikers, which I'm excited about. I'm not a big soccer player, but Mario Strikers is a whole different like breed of soccer, and I'm actually excited for that. I'll definitely play G-Stark in some Mario Strikers. %100% would. I'm excited for that. Maybe I can bring some people in for some words on stream. Rock on. So yeah, I'm excited for Mario Strikers for sure. No Man's Sky, I've played it. I mean, I guess it's nice that it's gonna be on the Switch. I hope it's gonna be on a cart, and they're not gonna make you, or at least physical like download type stuff versus a cloud. I just don't want it to be on the cloud, because if it's gonna be on the cloud only, that's gonna obviously impair the quality of the game, which anything on the cloud just isn't as good. Hey, what's going on, Vendetta? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Chrono Cross. I haven't played Chrono Cross in years. I don't know if I want to go through that one again. I know Chrono Trigger was kind of a better game. I wouldn't mind a remake of Chrono Trigger. I don't know if I'm going to do the Fire Emblem Three Hopes game myself, but I can see why everybody would be excited for that. And, man, there was a couple other things they announced, but nothing too major other than the Mario Kart 8 DLC, which I don't know what everyone's thoughts on that is, but that's actually exciting. I'm totally all about that. I was excited when they announced it, and it was like something that you can just buy. And then when they announced that they were going to add it to the NSO, the $50 tier, I was like, okay, like now someone who had been complaining about NSO not really having any value for myself, for like folks like myself, this actually adds a lot of value now to NSO, because now I'm thinking I can either drop $25 and buy the DLC, or I can just upgrade from $20 a year, upgrade another 30, pay that $30 instead of paying 25, pay 30 annually, and now I not only do I get those games and any upcoming releases that they have, because it's going to go on until like the end of March of the end of 2023 is what I meant to say. Not only do I get access to that, but now I get access to all those N64 games and things like that, even though I already have access to a lot of N64 games. So again, but it'll be nice to actually be able to play them on my Switch, like in a handheld sense, you know what I mean? Being able to take it with me on the go or whatever, like GoldenEye or whatever. Because right now, I definitely can't take GoldenEye with me on the go. If I play GoldenEye, it's from behind this desk. It's, it's not on the go. But having it on the Switch would be cool. Same with Banjo-Kazooie. I have Banjo-Kazooie on Xbox Game Pass. No, not Game Pass. I have it on the I have it on physical. It's called X Replay. Hold on a second. Let me pull it out from here. Rare Replay. So if you go out and buy this Rare Replay for the Xbox One, it has like so many rare games on it. 30 games. Killer Instinct, Perfect Dark, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Perfect Dark Zero. Oh my goodness. Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. I mean, there are lots of really good games on here. So, like, I've already, you know what I mean? I already have access to Banjo-Kazooie and all that, but to be able to play them again on a man, I can't talk today. To play them in a format where I can take them with me on the go, that's definitely a plus. That's definitely a plus. So, we'll see. We'll see. I might be enticed to get NSO now. We'll see. Not sure. I don't know what you guys think. By all means, feel free to put your feedback, your input in the chat. But I totally think that Mario Kart is definitely a nice addition for people. Especially because, like I said, NSO right now only has the Sega games I already have access to because I own the Sega collection, both on Steam and on Switch. So I don't really need access to all those Sega games. There's no benefit for me there. And the Animal Crossing collection, I don't play Animal Crossing. The DLC for that, sorry. So for folks like myself who own those games and have no interest in Animal Crossing, it was like, I'm not really trying to pay $30 a year more just for 64 games. The N64 games. So, but now it seems a little more worth it. We'll see. So, if you were holding off on NSO, would you be interested in, signing up for it now that Mario Kart's been announced for it? I personally am. I'm definitely interested in upgrading. Speaking of Mario Kart, how crazy is it that I'm pretty sure, I'll have to double check, but Mario Kart's like 9 or 10 years old, isn't it? Has it hit a decade? I think it's like a decade-old game. Or is it an 8-year-old game? Maybe it's an 8-year-old game. I think it's an 8-year-old game, and the DLC being dropped for the next 2 years is what's going to make it a 10-year game. So, hey, Shy, how's it going, man? I appreciate you being here. I'm just talking games, talking news. Welcome to Lurk. Welcome to also bring your input. But yeah, I think actually Mario Kart 8 is an 8-year game, and then the next 2 years of DLC is going to make it a 10-year game. And so because of that, that's wild to think that the game has been going on that long and is still getting DLC for it. That's kind of wild. But yeah, I think it's got like 50 million in sales, something like that. So it's pretty crazy. I think it's one of their best-selling, if not the best-selling, Switch game.
Bye! Have a beautiful time!
So yeah. When Nintendo drops Game Boy, Game Boy Color, or maybe possibly even Game Boy Advance games. And are there any games that you guys are all looking forward to from those eras, from those handheld era that you're hoping that they put on? Me, it'll be of course Metroid. I'd love to get Metroid Zero Missions and Metroid Fusion on the Switch so that I can have them in a handheld on the go sense, and that way we would have all 5 Metroids finally on the Switch. We would have Zero Missions, Metroid 2, which isn't as good as the 3DS version. Yes, it's not as good, unfortunately. Man, they really need to bring. I wish they can bring a 3DS game to the Switch, but I know they won't. Then we'd have Super Metroid on the NSO service, and then we'd have Fusion on the NSO service as well. So 3 games on NSO plus Dread. That'd be pretty cool. I'd be all for it. Or sorry, 4 games on NSO. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 5 would be Dread. So yeah, I'd be all for it. Another one, another series I'd like is Shantae, the half genie hero. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that series, but Shantae, I would definitely like to see her more Shantae games on there if they were to bring the Game Boy games to the Switch, because I know that there's a few Shantae Game Boy games. But yeah, that is that. Moving on. So Xbox has announced that Activision and will continue to remain multi-platform. They're not going to make it exclusive. If there are any exclusives, there will be timed exclusives, but there shouldn't be any permanent exclusives. So it looks like it's possible. It's possible that Call of Duty may not become an Xbox exclusive as of like 2024 or 2025, which is what I was wondering might happen, depending on what they wanted to do. So I don't know if anybody on the other platforms is relieved to hear that. Switch doesn't have to worry about that because there really aren't any Call of Duty games on the Switch anyways. Hey, there she is. What's up, gorgeous? Let me try lowering it. I have to do them on an individual basis. So I'll just lower yours from 60 to like 45. And save it. See what happens. Because those songs come through on the desktop. So I don't think I have control over them without lowering all my volumes. And yesterday, the eggplant song was too low. You know what I mean? So it's kind of funky. Weird. Me too. I haven't caught the last 2 Pokemon. It's been frustrating. So I know you're not a big Switch gamer, but you excited about the new Mario Kart maps, or couldn't care? Well, they announced No Man's Sky for the Switch. Mario Strikers, which is a soccer game. Mario Kart 8 is going to be getting DLC dropped on a, I don't know, quarterly basis, something like that, until end of 2023. And that's probably the biggest announcement, in my opinion, is the Mario Kart DLC. The fact that for the next 2 years, we're going to be getting some new maps, new maps, and probably old maps that are being revamped. So that'll be kind of cool. That'll be nice to face G Stark. We can all play. I don't know, you, G Stark, me, Savage Phoenix, whoever. I don't know. Throw it out on some maps. Well, you should get it. And then Xbox said that they are not. They're going to continue multi-platform as far as Activision goes. They're going to allow it to continue being multi-platform depending, on the games. There might be some timed exclusives, but it looks like we might not be losing Call of Duty. You know what I mean? As soon as we thought. Not my dad. That's because I haven't choked you yet. And so, I don't know if anyone's heard, but there's this game called Martha is Dead. The emotes. Let's go. There's this game called Martha is Dead. And apparently, in this game, there is quite the disturbing scene where, I guess, yeah, after hearing this little bit of news, it kind of makes me want it too. So Sony is censoring the game. I wouldn't buy it on PlayStation. I was about to get into that. I'm glad you're listening on this one. Or that you came in at the right time for this one, is what I was trying to say. Because I think on Xbox and on PC, I think that's where you can get it. It's not censored, but on PlayStation, it's censored. Hey, Holy Grim, what's going on, buddy? How are you? And what I mean is, there's a scene. I don't want to describe the scene, not because I'm worried about censorship, but because I don't want to give any spoilers. But there's a scene, I guess, that is very it's very what do you call it? Reminiscent of the Joker, we'll say, as far as cuts around the face. If you've ever seen Evil Dead, the remake, the scene where the girlfriend was in the bathroom and she was taking the mirror, the chunk of the mirror, and she was kind of cutting. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't want to. So, apparently on PlayStation's version of the game, that's censored out. It's blurred out or something like that. They don't really show it graphically, whereas on the other games, they are. So they have allowed it. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I am good, man. I'm good. Can't complain. Well, what's weird about it, Jen? How's your weekend going, Grim? And feel free to chime in on any of the topics and stuff, man. This is all I do. This podcast for you guys. But But the odd thing is that like we saw The Last of Us Part 2, right? Where like we saw clear images of like, you know, women's, you know, chests and men's lower halves like dangling, like, you know what I mean? I was
Bye. Have a beautiful
like there was
time.
times in the game where I was like, oh crap, like
Bye.
I had
Have a
to like
beautiful
feel like I had
time.
to change the screen because I was worried about, you know, like overexposure. I was like, oh man, that is not. I don't think that's good for streaming. Um, so it's funny that they'll allow that things like that going on. You know what I mean? And they'll allow things like Mortal Kombat. Like although it is kind of comical, like the art, I guess you know it's still very like vulgar what they do with ripping out spines and you know I don't know. Setting people on fire down to their meat and tissue and then down to their bones. And I mean, they do some pretty crazy shit in Mortal Kombat. So it's just to think that this is where they're going to draw the line to this person. Yeah, I guess. But, I don't know. But I don't agree with the censorship. I'm just kind of like, you know.
Bye. Have a
So,
beautiful time.
that's a game that I might end up getting on PC, or if they have it on Game Pass, I'll try it there. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it for PlayStation after hearing that it's censored out. You can't even. Well, yeah, that is weird. Yep. Because it was deemed too scary, I think is what it was. I could be wrong, but I thought that was the reason. Because I know a lot of people say RE7 is like super scary, which I thought it was okay. I mean, you know, there was definitely some scary ass shit scenes, but I didn't think it was super scary. Definitely scarier than 8. There were some scenes like when you in the beginning of 7 when you're going through the house and you're getting hunted down by members of the family. There were some certain parts that I thought were kind of. I was like, oh snap, you know what I mean? Like I didn't think they were like too vulgar, but I thought they were like, oh shit, they were crazy. Um, but yeah, eight didn't scare me at all. I don't think there was a single time in 8 that I was scared. I don't get scared. I just thought that they were you know as far as setting up good horror, I thought they were good. You know what I mean? I can see why other people would be scared. I don't have to get scared to know good horror. Horror's my jam. I love horror. But like they had you know, the dad was kind of like the nemesis or like the Mr. X where he was like constantly following you throughout the game. She knows. Please. Please. I'm not worried about it. She knows how I am. I'm me. This is me. I don't like this is me. You guys think I'm some? You think I think I'm different around my mom? I'm the same person around my mom as I am on here. This is me. This is why I like streaming because I'm me. I get to be me. I am not. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm not me anywhere else. It's just that I'm more reserved, right? I'm quieter. I'm more reserved. I try not to. When I'm behind the camera or when I'm around people that I'm comfortable, um, I'm me. This is it. This is how I am. Yeah. So I'm not worried about it. I'd have said it if she was sitting here on the couch. I don't care. Um, but I was thinking like there's other games that they, you know, Manhunt, Dead Space, um, you know, Manhunt was all over the PlayStation 2, and that game was extremely violent. Banned in some countries. I don't even know if you can stream it. And then Dead Space, there's a scene where you basically take a needle to the eye and you pretty much do it to yourself. So, you know, like there's just, you know, So that's why I was like, man, I don't know. They've let so many other things slide. That's why I was like, this seems to be just a weird one to be like, yeah, we're gonna draw the line here. I don't know. But anyways, with that being said, I'm personally gonna be buying it on a different platform. But yeah, hurry up, people, before Jen gets on it. Once Leopard gets rid of that, your chance to get famous is gone.
Bye. Have a beautiful
Oh, there
time.
you go. No fame for nobody. No fame. And yeah, that more or less takes us to our last topic. Like I said, kind of a slow night, or not a slow night, a slow week. Not a slow night. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. A slow week for news. It's been a slow week for news, other than the direct. The direct was the biggest thing that kind of happened this week, and um, you know, no, there's really not. There really wasn't a ton of news this week. There really was not. I almost debated between there not being between there not being a lot of gaming news this week and the Super Bowl. I almost debated on not even doing the podcast tonight because I was like, there's really nothing to kind of report on. But I thought I'd pop on and just see if anybody wanted to talk about the direct. What's going on, Dark Wolf Bro? Good to see you. Welcome in. Am I good today? I mean, I did drink until like 5 this morning, 6 this morning, and then, had to have a little bit of Gatorade after we hung up, and then slept it off. And yeah, I'm a little sore. I had breakfast like basically for dinner, like because I woke up at like 3 o'clock, and I didn't get around to eating until like 6. So my breakfast, I made an egg and cheese, sandwich with bacon, and then a couple pieces of bacon actually, and then I had a thing of like yogurt with like some blueberries in it. So that was that. And then I had some coffee, and here I am. So I'm a little disoriented, but it's okay. It's okay. You were hungover. See, I don't really get. I mean, I get hungover. I do, but I have to not take care. I have to like not drink Gatorade. If I don't drink any type of Gatorade or hydrate the night before I go to sleep, I'll wake up feeling like absolute trash. It's bad. Oh, what's going on, Alex? Good to see you, man. I was like Dark Wolf. I was like, I don't remember this name, but I don't want to seem like I don't remember people because the people are gonna think that that I'm insincere when really I just have a memory of a goldfish. But that helps. That helps. Alex, I know. Super duper Alex, I know. Well, how are you doing tonight, man? How's your weekend? I normally don't, but I don't really eat, nor did I have a ton of water. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like yesterday, you were not drinking water, and from what you told me, you were hungry. So, kind of put two and two together. And so, yeah, you're doing good, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that, Alex. And so, yeah, the last thing that I have to talk about is Google Stadia. Google Stadia is officially, I think, dead. I think they're getting ready to shut the doors on it. But it has a future, just not as it currently is. So I just chilled and played Pokemon for much of my day. Nice. Well, I mean, being that the podcast was so short, I don't know. I don't know if I should just probably cut it, or I'm debating between after I'm done with the topics, either ending and rating out, or possibly maybe jumping on some Pokemon for a little bit. I don't know. So we'll see. Hey, got the Sylveon. Very nice. About time. No one bought them. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, no one bought the games for it because you didn't really get to own the games. You buy the game, but it's on the cloud. You don't actually download it. You don't have it. You don't own it. If the cloud shuts down, you don't have access to your games. You know what I mean? Like, at least with digital purchases, even if like Nintendo store shut down tonight, they just had errors, right? As long as all my games are updated and I have everything on there, I can play my games. You know what I mean? There's no issues playing my games because they're not on a cloud. So that's why people were not comfortable buying games on there. And then they didn't have any of their own games on top of it. They were trying to like make people buy other studios' games, like, you know, like I don't know. I can't think of any games at the top of my head, but let's just say hypothetically, like The Last of Us, right? Let's just say it was on there. Nobody would want to buy it there. They'd rather buy it on the PlayStation because, you know what I mean. At least on the PlayStation, you get to own it. You know what I mean? Dead by Daylight, right? That was one exactly. Doing your dad thing, yeah, man. Sounds good, dude. Sounds good. But there was a couple of games on there that people would just rather buy on another platform and get the digital copy at the very least versus on there on the cloud and never ever owning it. What else was there? And then there was, of course, lag because everything was on the cloud. If you didn't have really, really secure internet, then you were gonna lag hardcore. And you know, that might be okay if you're playing a first person, like if you're playing by like yourself, like a solo story campaign game, like, you know, again, Dead by Daylight, not Dead by Daylight, sorry, Tomb Raider, whatever, something with a linear story. But let's say we're playing Dead by Daylight and we're all on the cloud and there's lag with everybody, or there's something wrong with the servers, and not from Dead by Daylight, but from Google Stadia, right, from Stadia, then we're all screwed, right? We're all gonna be, you know. So yeah, I'm not into cloud gaming. I'm really, really not into, like, as much as you guys hear me not be in favor of digital gaming, like, I'm like, I get the preference because you can just take your entire library with you on the go if you wanted to. But man, like,
Bye.
when those stores shut down, if you lose all your data, you can never re-download those games. Like, that's, you know, like my PlayStation 3. They're getting ready to shut down all of the PlayStation 3 stores, right? So I've had to download all the stuff that I wanted because if I don't download them now, they're gone. They're gone. Even if, you know, even if I have, you know, my key, my rights to them, I guess would be the phrasing, right? I wouldn't be able to download them because the store is gone. Same with the Vita. They shut the Vita store down. So, you know, now my Vitas are jailbroken. I bought them that way. So, I mean, I have access to the games regardless. But as far as the ones that I've actually purchased from Sony, I've had to make sure that I had those downloaded because they're gone now. I think Vita's, you know, it's all shut down. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm definitely not into cloud gaming. That's not a thing. But I know their biggest game that they had on Stadia, the biggest game they had was Destiny 2. I think, and that was at like 5,000 players. 5,000 players. Mind you, I've told you guys last week, I think, in the last podcast, that Destiny 2, because we were talking about Bungie being bought by PlayStation, right, by Sony. Destiny 2 on the daily has an average of around 1 million players, like their user base. Like, it's nuts. So for Stadia to only account for 5,000 of that out of 1 million, oof, it's just, nah. So that just goes to, and that's their biggest played game on the platform. So Stadia is pretty much shutting their doors. But what the rumor is that Google wants to license the technology, the Stadia technology, out to somebody else. So I don't know. We know that Sony has issues with the PlayStation 3 as far as getting games to be emulated. I don't know why, because there's, like, you know, fans and developers who have done emulation with it already, so I don't know what the issue is. But Sony themselves can't seem to do it. I don't know. I don't understand any of that. That's beyond me. But maybe if they can't figure that out, maybe they can utilize the Stadia technology to bring us a library of PS3 games that would be more reliable than the PlayStation, what's it called? PlayStation Now. Because I have PlayStation Now, and, like, the games I can download, it's great. For the games I can download, I love PlayStation Now. For the games that I have to, like, play from the cloud, man, it's not that great. It's not that great. Now, I haven't tried it with my new internet, but
Bye.
I would imagine that it's going to be a pain in the ass regardless.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
But this would be, here, I've got my new internet. which is nuts now. But yeah, so 5,000 player base out of like a million is absolute poopies. So, yeah, it's probably because I have like a bunch of windows open. Because I have a couple people pulled up, not on this particular tab, like this one, but I have another window of tabs open with people open, and that might be pulling my internet a little bit on the download. But man, my upload, whew, is amazing. So I might try PlayStation Now with these new speeds, and I'll let you guys know how it is. But last time I tried it, it was not great. The only game I've managed to have any like success playing is Code Veronica. I've played Code Veronica and I didn't have too bad of a time with that, but there were some times where I'd like be playing the game and just it would like there would be like some weird lag or something because the game was not, you know, they were behind each other. My controls and the game weren't completely in sync for a while there, and then they would suddenly like, you know, you would see it kind of adjust itself, and you're like, okay, are we back? We're back. We're good. All right, let's go. So, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. And that's it. That's all I've really got for gaming news. Like I said, it's been a super quiet week. Oh man, my Switch is over there. Oh man, I don't want to get up and get it, but I guess I have to. I can play some pokies. I can do some pokies for a little while. I'm down for that. I'm down for some pokies. Some pokies with you. I kind of wish these games were multiplayer, you know what I mean? It'd be nice to have, like, you pop on, Jen. We've been playing some pokies. We can poke each other. What are you laughing at? What's so funny? Hey, what's up, E? What's nice is I get to play Pokemon on my Pokemon Switch. Wait, I don't know if the light... Yeah, there's the light. Look at that. I got my little Pikachus.
As long as you're okay if I flirt with you, because I flirt with everybody. I promise I'll make you feel
And my
good.
Eevees. My Pikachus and my Eevees. I love it.
I don't know what I was saying before.
So. Just you not wanting to get up for your Switch. Yeah, well, you know, I'm like, oh man, it's over there. Come on. I thought it was in its little holster thing, and it's not. You're back to listen. Well, the podcast is over. But it's so worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it. Let's see here. Wait, I'm typing in Arceus and it's not even coming up. Hold on. Do I have to actually type in Pokemon Arceus? Or do I have to type in Pokemon Legends? Ah, okay, that's what I have to type in. That's so silly. Okay. Alright, let's remove this tag. Let's remove... No, you're good. I wasn't like saying it like in a bad way. I